Good evening, Ball 104 Luigi here, or Ball 104 Luigi Ball here. Well, to all of the transit enthusiasts, especially for those living in Michigan, well, I'm kind of in a gloomy mood though as of right now because I've heard on Twitter as well as the news that yesterday those good for nothing Auburn Hills, Michigan city council members have voted in favor of eliminating smart bus service from Auburn Hills, Michigan, which also means that it completely cuts off access to those who need it the most to get to their jobs as well as to get to their shopping areas like Great Lakes Crossing Outlet, for example. It even completely cuts access to to the regional route operated by Flint Mass Transportation Authority, known as Flint MTA. And since a smart opt-out has happened, Flint MTA will likely eliminate their regional express service in the 2023 year as well, meaning that which means that no one will be able to travel to Auburn Hills again. Anyway, this is very very disappointing, very disappointing, because it shows that the city councilman does not care about the riders smart, and and not only that, they're also considered racist, with the exception of two, of course, with the exception of two members. Two of them are not racist, but the ones who killed off smart bus service in Auburn Hills by saying yes to opt out are racist. Yes, they are racist. That's all I'm gonna say though. And don't make up any excuses because they are. Period. So which means that people who shop at Great Lakes Crossing Outlet will have to shop somewhere else, and people who live in Auburn Hills will be forced to find an alternate way to get home. And don't count on some Uber or Lyft crap, because they are inferior. They are just simply inferior because they don't provide the same level of service Smart has. And also because Suburban Smart already has their ride share called the Smart Flex, which carries passengers through the last legs of the road to their final destination. Since if Smart Bus were not, fixed routes were not able to continue on any further, possibly for any reason. Yeah, and yes, it'll also and the opt-out will also hurt senior citizens living in Auburn Hills because they also use smart bus connectors to get to where they need to, like appointments, shopping, for example. This is kind of similar to DDOT's, Detroit Department of Transportation's Detroit Metrolink, which is a paratransit contracted paratransit service provi- provided in the city of Detroit, Michigan. I mean, I thought this is one of the worst decisions ever, and I'm very disappointed. And in case you're wondering, I don't live in Auburn Hills, but I sometimes go to Great Lakes Crossing Outlet to not only dine in, but also to possibly get something there, like the calendar of the new year, as well as possibly some things from FYE. That's all. But also to browse, walk around for exercise, and other things like that. And sometimes I take the bus to, and sometimes I transfer from Smart to Flint MTA if I want to travel to Flint, because I am a transportation enthusiast and a supporter of it. But that opt out is gonna kill all of. But those opt outs will kill all of that. It kills smart transit service. it will also kill Flint MTA's regional transit service as well, which in 2023. So yeah, and also yeah, and because of that, and because of that, I think it's time to issue a boycott, unless unless please disregard a phone call because I'm stupid phone call. So yeah. Anyway, unless unless the city councilman of Auburn Hills, Michigan has a change of heart, and unless they have a change of heart and should it and yeah, and reconsider opting out, then we probably should simply boycott Auburn Hills, because if they don't reconsider, then guess what? We're not going to support Auburn Hills, Michigan ever again. Period. We're not going to visit there, going to any of their main attractions, dining areas, or whatever Auburn Hills offer us. We're not going to support them because they don't care about they don't care about smart bus public transit. They don't care about the riders. They don't care about us. Even they don't care about black people because we end up getting because they end up getting racist um, council members who voted to kill smart and eliminate bus service from their community. So that means, so yes, they are considered racist. Not all of them are. I know two of them are not, but but a few others, I don't know their names, are racist because they don't want black people coming into Auburn Hills. They are stupid, and I hope they get voted out in the future. Because one of these days, karma will bite their asses. They will bite their ass. Says one way or another. And as a transit supporter, I am extremely disappointed with their stupid decision on eliminating bus service from last night. I wasn't there at that meeting, but I did send them my Gmail for my comment though, since I wasn't able to be on on that night. So yeah, folks, if you have bus service in your community that's in danger of being opted out, you make sure you call the city's councilman and explain why bus service means to you, and make sure they don't make it, and make sure that they tell you the exact truth, and do not let them make up any ridiculous excuses, because making up ridiculous excuses would just mean that they're just hiding something and not being honest. Anyway, anyway, oh, and Suburban Smart, Suburban Mobility Authority of Regional Transportation, I still support you, but like I said, I will still support you. It's just that Auburn Hills City Council members are the ones that needs to be blamed. I do not blame Smart. Because remember, when the pandemic started like almost 2 years ago, which is in mid March of 2020, the ridership was heavily impacted because the virus have kept people away from buses and work and all that. So yeah, that's the reason why it has negatively affected it had affected the ridership, and those good for nothing city council members have chosen to opt out. I mean, they chose to kill smart bus service in Auburn Hills, Michigan, because they just simply don't give a damn about riders, black people, or whatever. They just don't give a damn. They and to be honest with you, I don't think they'll change their minds. But I really wish they would reconsider their stupid decision I really wish they would reconsider. That's all. And in fact, they should ride the smart bus and see how it was like instead of debating on whether or not to continue having it in Auburn Hills or just eliminate it altogether. Why not have them ride? If they never rode it, because they don't know what in the hell they are missing. They don't know what they're missing though. And you know what to say? Don't knock it till you try. Don't knock it till you try it. Anyway, I gotta stop here for now though. So what do you all think? So I know it may make no sense, but I'm just giving my own thoughts of explanation. So so I hope all if Auburn Hills city council members are listening to this video, I hope they reconsider, because if they refuse to reconsider, then there will be consequences. I repeat, there will be consequences for opting out of SMART. There will be consequences, and meaning that you can say goodbye to all of the businesses, everything, everything, everything in Auburn Hills you all work to build. It's gonna be gone. Think about it. It's your move, City Council. What's it going to be? E- Either the writers' way, which means that you support SMART and the writers, or you just do it the dictatorship way, meaning that you just wanna cut off people, including black people, from the Auburn Hills community. You cannot have it both ways. You have two choices, so you gotta make the right decision. Anyway, I gotta stop here. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all, and I will see you again next time if I get a chance to make another rant on transportation issues. And to be honest, this is actually my first time doing my transportation rant. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day and or night.